In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all the new Junkrift item and how you should be using it when you're using it, particularly in the arena modes. I was kind of thinking about a video that I can make, and then I realized this new Junkrift item is extremely OP, especially in competitive play towards the end of the games. It's going to be interesting to see players like Tfue, Cuds, and a bunch of others just kind of use this item in late game, especially when the circles are closing in those kind of like top 10 situations. So basically what the item is, you throw it and it is a beacon, and when you throw it, it causes a rift to shoot up into the sky, and items from around the map that have been in the game or are currently in the game still fall down on whatever is below it. Now it has quite a large impact box or hitbox, as they say in the game industry. So what you want to do is, this is going to be some tips and some scenarios that you can do when using it. So let's jump straight into the video. So the first situation we're going to take a look at is when someone is building a 1x1 and how you can kind of tackle that situation and how to make the Junkrift item the most efficient when it comes to this. So what I recommend is never throw in a Junkrift on a 1x1 or on someone's build directly from the ground. What you want to be doing is thinking about getting yourself some high ground. This is for a few reasons. The first reason being, you can see where you're throwing the item far better than if you were to literally just be throwing it from the ground. Also, it gives you height and protection, so if they do survive it, then you can finish them off after the item has destroyed them, well, destroyed their 1x1, because it's guaranteed to at least injure them to the point where they're like one hit. So you will remove shield using this item. So the next situation we're going to take a look at is how you can throw it when you are in a 1x1 yourself. So what I recommend is not using a window, and why you shouldn't be using a window or the half wall is because you're basically going to, if it collapses or hits any materials that you are in, it will fall on you and it will kill you. So the first tip is, if you are throwing it from inside a 1x1 or inside a build, I recommend you just don't do it and you get out of your build, get some height and throw it that way. The next scenario is going to be what happens when your enemy is next to you. So you have your build, you have your 1x1, and they have built right next to you. How do you go about doing this? Now, the two ways that you could consider doing this is simply editing the wall and throwing it next to you. However, if you do this, it puts you in danger from the Junkrift item also. So not only will it get them, it will most likely kill you, or one of you is going to be injured and they can finish you off. So what I recommend you doing is throwing it in the bottom right corner and then editing up and getting out of there. As you can see, it will hit both builds and destroy both builds. And if anyone is in, the hitbox covers both 1x1s. So anyone that is in there is just going to 100% die from that. So the final tip I have for you when using the Junkrift item is, when you are editing your 1x1, if you've got the wall back and you have managed to gain that, then what I recommend doing is editing this half wall. This half wall will allow you to get as much room in there and throw it to the far back wall, because if you throw it to the far back wall, it maximizes the hitbox of the Junkrift item. So that is all I have for in terms of tips today. Sorry that some of the footage is slightly laggy. I'm going to be upgrading my computer in December, so just hang in there for me. But yeah, guys, I have a couple of videos coming out this weekend. One of them is big and it features a face cam, so I hope you're all excited for that. But for now, it's been your boy Bittah. Much love and peace.